All right, ladies, welcome back to the round table. Unless you all have been living under a rock, you've seen the SMZ headline. Zoya Sullivan's disappearance tied to something much bigger, and everyone's pointing at Harrison Stallings. Whew. The article basically paints Harrison as more than just a nightclub owner. According to them, he's a fixer, even calling him Teagan Saige's personal henchman. In part, the article reads, Zoya Sullivan's disappearance has officially been merged into a broader federal investigation targeting nightclub owner Harrison Stallings and possibly Capricorn Entertainment itself. Sources say the case could fall under RICO, involving racketeering, obstruction, and conspiracy. Lauren, I know you know Harrison personally. What's your real thoughts on this?
Look, I've known Harrison a long time. I'm not here to incriminate myself or anybody else, but I'm also not blind. Harrison moves how he moves, and that's his lane. When you operate in shadows, you're gonna pick up a lot of rumors. The man is calculated. He doesn't sneeze without knowing who's standing downwind.
But Lauren, come on. This ain't just a couple of rumors. SMZ is talking about missing security footage, staff disappearing, laundering money through the lounge, and now the feds think they can stack charges under RICO. That's not, oh, he moves in silence. That's organized.
I'm not saying the article's wrong to raise questions, but it's also dangerous to take SMZ at face value. They know how to spin a story for clicks. If Harrison's guilty, the courts will prove it. If he's not, these headlines are basically convicting him before trial, and that could ruin him.
Right, which is why I'm not taking a side. I'm Switzerland in this one, y'all. But I will say, Harrison does have a special kind of relationship with Teagan. I've seen it up close, and that kind of loyalty, it can get real messy.
And that's exactly what SMZ is leaning on, the Teagan connection. They say he's not just her friend, he's her shield. Childhood friend, built his empire on her name, protects her whatever it takes. Do you think that makes him more of a target?
Oh, absolutely. You can't be that close to a superstar without being under a microscope. And when you're the guy everybody whispers runs the quiet deals in the background, yeah. The target's on your back the second her name is in a scandal.
But is it fair, though? Just because he's loyal to Teagan doesn't mean he's committing crimes for her. That leap people are making, from loyalty to criminal cover-ups, that's a big jump without hard proof.
Maybe. But loyalty makes people do wild things. And Harrison's the kind of man who would rather burn the whole house down than watch it fall on someone he loves. That's the part that worries me.
But if that's true, then SMZ might not be too far off calling him her henchman. He might not like that word, but if the shoe fits...
See, that's what I'm talking about. That henchman label is loaded. It implies he's this shadowy enforcer, and that fuels the narrative that he's guilty before the facts are even laid out.
So Lauren, since you've actually been in his lounge, do you think there's truth to what SMZ says? About it being a front for money laundering? About employees disappearing?
I'm not going to sit here and pretend I know every deal that goes down in that place. But let's just say you don't keep your eyes open in Harrison's world unless you're ready to see something you can't unsee. And me? I kept my eyes on my drink. I mind my business.
And that right there says enough for me.
Or it just says she's smart enough not to get involved in gossip that could hurt people. Remember, Zoya's family is still looking for answers. This isn't just club drama. A woman is missing.
And that's the part we can't forget. Whatever the truth is, someone's life is at the center of all this. We'll see how this plays out with the feds. But for now, Harrison's name is definitely in headlines for all the wrong reasons. All right, we're going to leave Harrison's situation right there for now, because clearly that conversation could go all day. But when we come back, we need to talk about this picture that just hit social media. Yes, that is Nas, with Teagan's name tattooed across his forehead. We've got thoughts, we've got questions, and we're about to break it all down. Stay tuned.
So, you're not in the Discord yet? Cute. It's the place for all things Sims and Teagan Saige. Theories, breakdowns, chaos, conspiracies, you name it. There are channels to share your Sims stories, and your delusions. We even throw chat parties on select holidays, if you're lucky enough to catch one. And yes, there are top secret chats for members only and inner circle tiers. Sometimes, I'm even feeling nice and drop a Discord exclusive sneak peek. Oh, and if you're wondering where the real ones watch Teagan Saige premieres, yeah, it's here. There might even be something a little more special coming. But there's only one way to find out.
Now, before the break, we were deep in the Harrison conversation, but we've got another headline shaking the internet. And it involves none other than Teagan Saige and Nas the Poet. This photo from their beach date just dropped. And yes, that's Naz with Teagan's name tattooed on his forehead. So I guess we can finally stop pretending they're just friends.
Listen, I'm not mad at it. Like I always say, I'm a fan of women dating whoever and however many people they want. If he wants to stamp her name on his forehead for the world to see, that's between them. Clearly they're serious. And after all the will they won't they rumors, at least now we've got confirmation.
Lauren, please, she just got divorced. Like fresh ink on the divorce papers and now fresh ink on his forehead. That's a lot. And let's not forget, this is the same Teagan we saw in those SMZ clips with Amari, literally right before her divorce was finalized. The timing is messy.
Messy, yes, but maybe that's just their reality. People move on in different ways. For some, it's slowly. For others, apparently, it's a forehead tattoo.
We're acting like she needs a grace period. She's grown, she can date who she wants when she wants, and honestly, after everything with Amari, if she found someone who makes her happy, let her enjoy it.
Finding someone is one thing. Having them tattoo your name on their face, that's a whole other level. And if they break up, then what? Now he's walking around with Teagan permanently stamped on his forehead like a billboard for regret.
But do y'all think this is a real sign they're in it for the long haul? Or is it just a grand gesture in the heat of the moment?
It could be both. They've been linked for a while, even when they denied it. And if he's willing to do something this bold, it's either because he's genuinely committed or because he loves the spectacle of it. And that's where it gets tricky. Is this love or just headlines?
Who cares? It's entertaining. And honestly, people get tattoos for way less. At least it's for someone he's actually with.
But I'm still stuck on the fact that she just finalized a marriage, was seen with her ex right before, and now she's playing couple goals on the beach. That's whiplash for the public. And you know the fans are going to read into every single move she makes.
And that's going to do it for us today on The Sim Reel. From Harrison's legal storm to Naz and Teagan's very public love story, it's safe to say the streets and the headlines are never quiet. We'll be keeping our eyes and ears open because you know things can change overnight in this town. Until next time, I'm Annabel, and on behalf of Lauren, Gabby, and Iris, stay safe, stay tuned, and as always, keep it real.